What's up, guys? I'm back. Thank you guys for tuning in again for another week. Today we're gonna get deep into this engine. We're gonna see what it's gonna really take to get this thing together or get this thing rebuilt. You know, as you can see in the little B-roll that I put up, I mean it's pretty rusty, and there are some situations that are a little scary, but maybe it's not as bad. I got some words of encouragement from a couple people since my last post about, you know, maybe things might be a little bit savable. So I'm gonna break it down. We're gonna take out as much as we can, and we're gonna clean it today. So before we start, I gotta clean up this, make some room here. I'm gonna back up the cars, pull out the four-wheeler, pull out the the lawnmower and stuff like that, and give me some room so I could clean up the engine, spray it down with something that's gonna help me kind of loosen it up, and see what we need to buy to get this thing cleaned up and ready to go. Give me a little bit, and we'll get back to you. All right, so I'm gonna start tearing into this. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put on my gloves. I'm gonna get my hands all dirty. I got you right here, and then I got you right here on my camera up here. So you can see what's going on. Hopefully y'all can see what's going on. I'm gonna send this up into the front link there. All right. So, let's do some things here. We're gonna clean this up. We're gonna see what we can get out of here. I'm gonna spray some PV Blaster as soon as I take off this this oil pan. Look at this dipstick. Put it over here. Some of these rags out the way. Just back here with my stuff. Flip it over. All the liquid should be out of it already, I hope. Yep. Looks to be dry. Kind of. There's a little residue in there. Not bad. Throw them rags over it. Excuse me. I'm gonna pop off the accessory mount right here and put over here by torque converter. Screws in it. Let's get some tools. Tools right there. Tools right here. Where is my, there she is. I'll use this one, I like this one better. I like these tools better. Wish I had maybe like a hook or something like that so I could just be able to hang these somewhere. That would be pretty sick if they made that. Maybe they do. I just don't know about it yet. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 18 bolts it looks like to take off here. So first things first, what did I do with, there it is, my little guy, this guy. Got some 11 millimeters for these small ones. 2. Okay, so I'm gonna give you a little backstory on what happened here. So at the conclusion of last video, I made a big mistake. I was flipping over this motor to see, you know, what was going on because I was interested in what was going on inside this oil pan. And sure enough, yes, it was full of milk, and I wish I would have shown you that. But in the midst of me flipping the motor over, after I cleaned it, I knocked over all the oil that I've taken out of this engine all over the floor. So I had a major oil spill. I had to clean it, scrub it, because it went all over down my driveway, and I didn't want that to get into any drain, so I was able to, luckily I had some absorbent, and I was able to clean it up and get it back to, you know, clean finish and everything like that. So I had to stop recording at that point. I wish I would have recorded that, because would be fun for everybody to see, I guess. Everybody, yeah, it was something. It was not fun. So what I ended up doing instead was just, you know, stopping, cleaning up that, because, you know, it's kind of like a little bit of an emergency, and got that taken care of. One thing I'm gonna do now, because, you know, I seen this guy building engines online, and he uses like just little solo cups to collect all of his nuts and bolts and stuff like that when he's building. So I might try that going forward, just because, you know, it seems a little bit more efficient just to hold on to everything. So what we're going to do now is we're going to pop all these off, and we're going to show you what the underside of these, what the crankshaft looks like, what the pistons look like underneath, all that stuff. That's exciting. I've seen it. I know I did it off camera and stuff like that. I'm sorry, but you guys will see it now and be able to see, you know, what's going on. Trying some new angles and stuff like that, and maybe I'll help out with getting people together or keep people in line. Let's see, I got extra voice. Leaking a little bit, maybe. Now I'm gonna pop off this oil pan cover right here. See right here. I'm gonna take this guy off. I believe this was a 16 millimeter. No, it's gonna be bigger than that. It's bigger than that. It's 18. It's be bigger than that. This guy ain't gonna work. Keep that 11 millimeter out there. One more bolt here. I'm actually missing a bolt. Bigger ones. This guy right here. All right, so unfortunately my camera overheated, so I had to stop what I was doing, but I pulled off this housing for the oil filter, and I'm going to show you, you know, what that looked like. after I pulled it off. Let me grab one of these rags here. Pull it off. Brought it up to the camera to kind of give you a view of it, but here you go. Check this thing out. That's what was the bottom of the oil pan kind of looked like in there. Pretty crappy, crummy or whatever, but to be expected. Like I said, this isn't a clean engine, but this oil filter housing can be saved. This can be saved. Put that over there like that. Let me get my gloves back on. I had to pop them off while I was working the camera. You know, I want to say, you know, it is hot in here, right? So I have the fans going, so unfortunately the audio isn't like, the audio is not the best quality right now, and the jets are flying by now. However, it is what it is. I gotta say, while I'll pass out in here, it is hot. Eventually I'm gonna put AC in this thing. As I told you, I don't know if I told you guys before, but I'm going to HVAC school, learning how to be an HVAC technician. As part of my retirement, you know, what am I gonna do now thing. I'm also, you know, working on getting my certification in HVAC. So once that's done, I'll be able to put my own AC here in my own garage, without having to pay somebody. All right, so we have one more bolt right here, GoPro, if we can see. I'm gonna pull that off. And then we're gonna pop off this oil pan. Let you guys see that. Maybe I should just leave this open so I don't have to keep opening and closing it every time. I'm gonna do that cup trick. I should have gone doing that when I was, you know, getting my stuff done. All right, let's pop this off. You guys ready? Let's see what it looks like. All right, so I've cleaned this out. I cleaned it out, you know, I've cleaned it out for the most part, what I can. However, inside of here, it's still a little gunky. You can see in the back, but this was all full of that, all full of it. Like everything was just milky white, but I don't see no cracks, no holes, no rust penetrating through. There is a little bit of rustiness at the bottom, but I think all that can get cleaned up. You know, right by the oil, the oil nut, the oil pan nut. It is a little rusty. Now, I'm gonna bring you over here and show you the insides. Let's show you the inside. All right, here you go. This is what it looks like inside. I'm gonna get the light and give you a little better look and see what's going on there. It is rusty. It is wet. It is moist. But everything looks to be intact. So, what do I do? What do I do? How do I clean this up? Do I soak it? Should I soak it in some ATF? Maybe some WD-40 maybe? What I'm gonna do is I'll probably soak it in some WD-40 just so I could be able to help out with getting, you know, some of these pistons out, break apart all this stuff. I got to take off this oil pump. I mean, hey, dude, at the end of the day, if it's broken, it's broken, and we're gonna have to see what happens. But I think that eventually, why is this camera doing that? End up rebuilding the whole thing anyway, so I don't believe that it'll hurt at all putting some WD-40 in there. I found out WD stands for water displacement. So basically what I wanted to do is get rid of all the moisture and see if it could help me get some penetrating lube down there so I could, you know, try to break this open. So let's try that. You know what's funny is I don't even have any WD-40. I gotta go to the store and go get some. I thought I did. I have some brake cleaner. I have some, I got PB Blaster. Let's try it. Let's put a little PB Blaster. Why not? Fuck it. What happens? Nothing. The only thing that's gonna happen is that I'm going to have a stinky smell in my garage. So let's try that. So GoPro, you can see what's going on here. Let's lower this down a little bit. It's kind of shooting all over the place. Looks like some of these are going to be in need of some good cleaning when and if this thing is savable. Basically trying to get around the piston rings onto the cylinder walls, see if we can get in there that way. I know I got WD-40. I don't know why I can't find it, but I know I got some WD-40 in here. See if there's anything coming up from the bottom. Not seeing anything coming down from the bottom, which, well, right here, coming down. I'll do for right now. All right, so I sprayed inside there, sprayed in there. Look at that one. Ooh, boy. Hopefully that's just oil and water mixed together. I mean, yeah, there'll be a little bit of maybe some pitting. Hopefully not too bad. The camshaft's got a lot of water and oil in it. Cam lobes look like they're a little bit worn. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna head to the store. I'm gonna buy some oven cleaner, some, you know, just a bunch of cleaning supplies, and buy a little brush. I'm gonna go to the dollar store and buy all this stuff and see if I could use all that stuff to kind of clean this block up when I'm ready. I'm gonna let this PB blaster sit in there for a while. I'm also gonna go pick up some WD-40 and see if I could throw that as well in there. I don't see what would hurt. And that way I'm gonna start taking all these components off right here in order to, you know, break it down further. I wanna we call it parade rest. Break it down to parade rest is what I wanna do. That means it's all the way bare block. All right, so I'm gonna push this push the four-wheeler back in the garage. I'm gonna head to the store, buy some stuff, and then we'll pick up where we left off. This stuff right here is the stuff. I'm also gonna get some oven cleaner here. We're here at a Dollar Tree. So I went to the dollar store and picked up some things. I got some awesome cleaner I showed you. I got some brushes. I got some more little baggies to put bolts and stuff like that into. I wanted to find the engine degreaser and maybe some ATF, some cheap ATF fluid, but they didn't have any. They had WD-40. I bought that. $7 I think I paid for it. I don't know if that's a good price or not for the can size, so I'm gonna look here in Walmart. So right now I'm gonna go to Walmart, see what they got. Just buy some cheap some oven degreaser, or cheap oven cleaner, not degreaser, and go from there. See what we can find. All right, bye. Hi, I'm back. All right, so I went to the store, picked up some things. I'm gonna get this WD-40 right here. I'm gonna go ahead and spray it in there, see if I can clear some stuff up. Then I'm gonna rotate the motor over, and then I'm gonna go ahead and try to spray the top of the cylinders as well. just to make sure that I got everything I need. I'm really wanting to see if there's any way maybe I could try to spin this. I want to try to spin it, see if that ain't gonna work here. Maybe a pry bar. I got my pry bar over here. Let me go grab that. Got a big old pry bar over here. I'm gonna try to use that. No. Oh, look at that. I just almost ripped that thread out of this bolt right here. Man, that's not good. That is not good. Here, there it goes. That's it. Just throw it in there deeper. See what happens. I got more thread. Nope. Nope. Not even a little bit. Not even a little bit. Pop off this oil pickup and see how it goes. It's gonna be bigger. I think 19s are too big. See, one bolt here. This is my that's just spinning. This is just spinning on there. This one. A little stinky. So my problem here is that I won't be able to fit something in there to get this guy out. So it's going to be hard to get something in here and here to take out these 14 do this guy? 16. 16. Backwards here. 19, 18, 16 right here. See if this will come off with that. Yep, this. see it hasn't been off. You can see the score when they put it on. So just taking off these 4 bolts here. And it's going to come off right here. One, 2. All right, there's four screws right there. This should come off. This is your impeller. It picks up your oil. You can see right here what that looks like. It's all yucky, if anybody says that anymore. Clean that off. Pick up. So this thing is pretty much shot because it's going to be dirty all the way in. I'm going to go ahead and just throw this right here in the oil pan. But that frees up, you know, my axis here and here. Well, not really right there, but right there with the rear, that seal right there. I'm gonna have to go with a with something else. This is gonna be very difficult to do, man, because a lot of these pistons are C's. I'm not gonna be able to pop off these bolts here. You can see what I'm pointing at. These right here, especially these ones in the back that are hidden. The ones that are exposed, obviously those are going to be easy. So these 4 will be good. These 3 will be good. Yeah, these might be good. This one's going to be hard. This one I might be able to get to with a wrench. These will be good. So I mean, maybe let's try it. Let's see how this goes. Maybe if I free up enough of them, it'll be easier to spin the motor. So let's go with a 12 millimeter here. Nope. Go with 13s. That's one. Oh, dropped it in the motor. Bro. That is crazy, dude. Just like I just basically put it in there, bro. Just like, here you go. Hold that. It's sitting right there on the bottom of the piston, so I know where it's at. I'm gonna put my finger down here and try to catch it. There we go. I think I have a magnet. I could probably go get those 2. So these are off here. Now I gotta try to get them off the crank. What am I seeing right here? Something looks off right here. I'm just looking at some. Oh no. Nothing. Don't worry about it, guys. Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Alright. These can come off. These can come off. These 2 middle ones right here are going to be the tough ones. Here's one. I'm gonna have to use a wrench in there. Wrench in there to get those ones off. Like this one and this one. These two right here, I'm gonna have to get a wrench. So let's go ahead and do that. Maybe this guy will work here. Let's see. These old Husky will fit in there better. Always gotta do the righty tighty, lefty loosey. Now we have to go short barrel. Short barrel. This one too. Short barrel. Oh, this one got in there. Short barrel will be better though. You got here 13. Let me get a 13 over here. Short barrel 13. Yeah, baby. There you go. A little shorty in there. Oh, I need a little extension in there, don't I? No. Well, the problem is that I'm banging against the crank. It's loose. It's good. I'm gonna pull it off that way. Alright, so what I'm doing is I'm just trying to loosen this nut up with my finger so it doesn't fall into the engine like the other one did. There we go, I got it. Got it. Got it. One more on this side. Broke free. This one right here is going to be a tough one, and it's going to be tough because it's right there on the edge and I don't want to strip it. So I guess what I might have to do is try to pop off these oh, look how they're labeled. Oh my god, this is so cool. See, I love things like this because I want to show you something. I'll clean my hands off real quick and bring you close so I can show you something. I got all these paper towels over here I could use to the bottom for cheap ones. I want to show you this. I want you to see right here with that number 2 right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. Let's see if I can do this. But right here, there's a number 2. And on this side, number 1. And then 3, 4, and you got 6, 5 right here. It's so freaking cool, man, how they, you know, I just think that's cool. Alright, unfortunately my top camera, my GoPro is full. So we're just gonna keep going for right now because I don't have time to go and you know what I'm saying, get another SD card. So I'm gonna see if I can pop some of these off. by lightly tapping them. See if I can get my little mallet. Oh, so this is what they look at the liquid inside of it, the water in it. See, it's all milky. I don't really feel anything. I mean, I know I got gloves on and stuff, but these are the bearings and they look to be in decent shape. So let me make some room over here and I'm gonna start keeping these in order here. The stuff we don't need at the moment. These tools can go down here. When we need them, we'll grab them, but in the right time, we'll just keep it like this. And put some paper towel down so I could organize a little bit. All right, so this one is number 7. This one here is 6. Let's see if we can get 6 off. Looks like it's already coming off. Now, this ain't no tutorial, so don't be following me what I'm doing like you're gonna do it yourself. Because I don't know if I'm doing it right or not. I'm just doing it, seeing what happens. And kind of like rolling the dice a little bit and see if it works out for me in my favor. Oh, this bearing is loose. This bearing came out loose here. These are gonna have to be changed for sure. See how the bearing just fell? I don't know if you saw that or not, but it just fell out. I don't think I did that, or maybe I did. And if I did, my bad, engine. This one's not loose, but this one is loose. So when I bought it, the owner said that he had heard a knock, and this might be your culprit for the knock. I can't get it out. Should I get more aggressive? Might have to. See, my issue is that it keeps seesawing back and forth. Whew. What should have been quick. I was hoping it was going to be quick, but I guess not. There it goes. And the bearing's still stuck in there. So maybe it spun a bearing. And look, I mean, that scoring is for me, so I've ruined these. This is what? Number, there's a number on this one. No number on that one. But this is 7, 6, 5. Number 5. Number 5. No bueno. There we go. Also, the bearings are in here, so they're stuck to the piston, to the camshaft. So they're stuck, but they are attached to the camshaft. And got it out. And then there's a certain way that these go in. So if that's the case, then this bearing is fucked. Sandy and all that. Okay, so one has a journal entry, looks like, and the other side is open. So I wonder, and the next one I pull off, I'll look at it and see if it's got something to do with it. But all right, so we got 7, 6, 5. Let's see if 4 will come out, but they're down there, so it's gonna be difficult. Just don't know how I'm gonna get it out. Something a little bit more blunt might be better, huh? I might have a piston coming out here soon. First piston out. This one is 8765. Number 5 is out. This is piston number 5. Ooh. It's got a lot of scoring on it. A lot of scoring. Like all that right there. So what did I say this was? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 8, 7, 6, 5. Number 5. This is number 6. Okay, so it came out like this. Number 6, not bad. Top looks good. So that means 7 will come out. I bet you it will come out. Coming out easy. Yeah, she's almost out. Come on, baby. Uh-oh. If you don't like it, she's caught. Show the other side. She's almost out of there. I'm gonna come out from this side. See if maybe I could help her better. Alright, this one was a bit rusty when we started. I'm gonna see if I can tap it right here a little bit. Just a little bit. Looks like that helped. And then in here a little bit. Alright, so I got it done. Took them out, did all the pistons, did it off camera, got them all out. Now, I'm looking at them, and I'm not really seeing too much damage. The only thing I'm seeing is like rust, you know, and sludge. So now I gotta clean them up some more. Seeing what's going on. I broke some piston rings and, you know, trying to get them out. The bearings look decent. I'll clean them up. Some of them are scuffed up from what I did. Here's the main seal from where the oil pump is at. The rear main seal. And here's the journeys, journals, or whatever we call them. I don't know what they're called. Now inside the pistons. This one was the worst one. Like the one that we were worried about. This one was rusty behind. But I'm looking at it now and it's just looking like it's just dirty. So we're going to flip it. Look at it from the top. Alright, so let's try to clean these out a little bit. Rust in there. This was one of the bad ones. But it just looks like carbon buildup. I think we might have a good block here, guys. I think we might have a good block here. Yes, it's dirty as crap and it's gonna need to be honed. I'm gonna take care of that. I bought all the stuff to kind of clean this out. Bro, I don't know, man. We might have struck gold here. Now the next thing I gotta do is, you saw the cam is still in. I got to get these lifters out, and you know they're kind of stuck in there because it's pretty grimy. I'm gonna hit it with some PV blaster, some degreaser, all that stuff like that to see if I can get them out. I have no idea what this thing is. I have no idea what that is. I just want to take it out because it just feels like it's in the way. Yeah, these things are pretty sludge, so these lifters bring the oil up to the push rods and send them, you know, somewhere. Dirty, 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 dirty. Dirty, it's dirty, it's dirty, dirty. Alright, so I'm back. It's completely broken down. Pulled out the lifters. I pulled out the camshaft. Camshaft is out. Crankshaft is out. I'll give you a good shot of these piston rings or piston cylinders. See them, a little rusty right there. I try to clean them off as best as possible. This one doesn't look too bad. Looking a little rusty. This one a little rusty. This one a little crusty. And then on the other side, a little stuff in there. Pretty good. A little dirty. A little dirty. Let's see, underneath it's looking same. You know, this engine needs to be cleaned. It needs to be gone through. I'm gonna wrap it up for today, and then tomorrow, looks like there's gonna be a storm coming right now. Show you outside. Looks like there's gonna be a storm coming soon. So I'm gonna wrap it up for today, and then tomorrow I'm gonna come out here and go ahead and clean this block up real good, and that'll be it. What up, everybody? All right, so I'm gonna wrap up this video today, you know, because I was going to go ahead and clean it all off and stuff like that, but the weather's not cooperating right now, so it's pretty crappy. I know I'm gonna clean it and it's gonna be raining anyways, but lightning and thunder is gonna keep me from being able to do that. So I'm just gonna show you where I'm at, all right, with what I got, what I took off, what everything looks like, and then next week I'll go ahead and get into the cleaning, honing, and trying to get this block looking a little bit better. So first thing I want to show you, I'm going to show you each piston. This is number one, piston number one here. And you know, to be honest, it doesn't look too bad. Pistons are good. There's some, on some of them they have some scoring on the heads, you know, and then also I was hitting it with the hammer to try to get them out of the block. I imagine that they're gonna be they're not gonna be good anymore. And this one's kind of rusty in this one. This is number two. Well, there you go. Just dropped number two. Number three, not bad. It does have some, this isn't from me, so this one right here has some like good scoring on it right here. That's not for me, so I think that might be, you know, a contributing factor on why the engine wasn't running, because I didn't do that. So that piston is pretty much junk. This one just has some rust on it, and it's kind of seized. It's a little stuck there. It won't move as freely as it's supposed to, and then there's a lot of rust and stuff like that on the piston itself. So that's number four. See how nice and easy it moves? The other ones weren't doing. The other one's doing that, but this one also has some scoring on it too. You can see right here and right here. That's not for me. This one moves a little bit freer. No scoring on the head, just some carbon deposit. Rods look okay. This one is nice and smooth. It's carbon deposit on the front. This is number seven. This is number seven. Moving in and out really good. And you know, this piston is decent. Just needs to be cleaned. But I'm gonna need new rods anyways, or whatever these called. I don't know what they're called. Connecting rods? I believe they're called connecting rods. This one too, scoring. This is number 8. A lot of scoring on it. So yeah, I wonder if that had to do with it. So that makes me want to look at the bottom of the head, see where that was coming from, but something was in there banging around. So all the bearings look pretty good. One is a little bit sandy, like it had some stuff in there. Yeah, I mean, they just feel a little gritty. As far as the lifters are concerned, all the lifters are shot. I think they're pretty worn, so there's a bunch of like paperweights basically. These are the lifters that came out of the block right here. This is the oil pump. It works. Ooh, shit, almost got on the camera, dude. But it works. I wonder if maybe I can clean this up and save it. That'd be sick, but I don't know. We'll try. Funny how that works. So it's just an impeller basically. We'll see. These are all good too. These hold the crank in place. The 4 that go in the front, and then that's the 5th one that holds the crank on, and they all look to be in good shape. They all have directional arrows. This one was the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then that one's the 5th. Those look good. This is a 2 main seal, not a 4 main seal. So, you know, just stick around, tune in some more, and we'll keep going with this process. If once come to a standstill with this motor, and while I'm waiting for parts and stuff like that to come in, or if maybe I'll take you along with me to take it to a machine shop and see if they can save it. You'll see that port. Otherwise, I'm gonna start working on the car and start getting into that aspect of it. You know, I got some things. I think I'm gonna start cleaning out the interior and start looking at that and getting that to a part where we can start, you know, going through there. We're gonna start going through the interior and start taking out the stuff and cleaning it up and get ready to start doing the patch panels. But bro, I love this car inside. I love it. I just want to drive it already, man. It's crazy. All right, well, thanks for watching.